What? Good afternoon and welcome to the State AA Legion Boys Baseball Tournament. Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga, along with Big Nate Young, doing the video streaming here this afternoon. A perfect day for some baseball, and Waupun sitting 1-1 in the tournament, double elimination tournament, and Waupun getting set to take on New London in this game, posted 263. The Clippers in this ball game. So Randy taking a day off yesterday. Not really taking a day off, just down to the softball state and doing like 3 games down there yesterday, Randy.
Yeah, and it was hot. I'm not going to lie to you. My feet were burning. That's a beautiful facility. The entire infield, all the way, basically softball level, all the way to the outfield is just brown, like we have in Waupun. You got brown and green. That is all brown, and it does get hot.
Yeah, and we are ready to bring you some baseball here today. Waupun ran into a little bit of a buzzsaw last night. Couldn't get the bats going. Only got 1 hit against the host team, Ashwaubenon, who will be playing Medford, and the 2 teams that are undefeated at a 2-0. They play after this game at 5:30. But we are here to bring you the New London game, an elimination game. You lose, you're done. Both these teams sitting with 1 loss in the tournament so far. So should be a fun game to do. See if Waupun can get the bats going. We got young Chase Beam on the mound for Waupun today, and going with the youth movement. Haven't seen Evan Sauer on the mound yet. Maybe they're saving him for another game or something. But got Chase out there, who's had a nice inning or so yesterday in the game in that loss against Ashwaubenon.
Chase has proven himself to be effective. My assumption is they've taken a good look at New London and think that Chase can be successful, and that's the decision they've made. And the one thing, when you bring Evan in to pitch, they do lose a little bit at shortstop, as he is as good as it gets over there.
Let's take a break. We'll talk a little bit more about what's been going on in the tournament right from day one, which started on Friday already here at Ashwaubenon Park. A beautiful facility here, a beautiful view of Highway 172, which I think we've been on numerous times on our way up to Door County. And it's a lot of emergency vehicles yesterday. Kind of concerned me last night, but again, we're excited to bring you some Legion State AA baseball, and we'll be back with more of our pregame show in just a few minutes on Radio Plus.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day, because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the home and family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Mike's Wild Boar Liquor Store on West Main Street in Waupun is your party headquarters. Beer, wine, spirits, seasonal beverages, a huge walk-in cooler, and more. There is such a great variety at Mike's Wild Boar. Come and explore. You can also get ice, soda, mixer, specialty malt and cocktail beverages, and more. Watching your favorite sports event soon? No party is complete without a trip to Mike's Wild Boar Liquor Store, West Main Street, Waupun.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Financing available to qualified buyers. Contact Ballwick Implement in either of their 2 locations, Waupun or Beaver Dam today. For details and anytime online.
Was a proud sponsor of today's game. Here was some of the great support they have offered over the past few years. Golf bags and umbrellas for the golf team, wrestling record boards, a wrestling mat, 3 iPads for football using Huddle, new basketballs for girls and boys teams, reseeding and landscaping of the JV soccer field, support for different tech programs, and more. The Waupun Athletic Booster Club also provides scholarships for athletes. Good luck, Waupun, in your game today.
Okay, welcome back to Ashwaubenon. Wind blowing a little bit. Randy had to do a little pounding some stakes in. American Legion State AA baseball here again. Waupun with 1 loss, taking on New London, who has a 1-1 record here so far in the tournament. Let's kind of just go down the games that were played already. In day 1, it was River Falls knocking off Pulaski 11-1 in that ball game. Waupun taking care of Holman in their first game. They led 5-1, and then right at the end of the game, they gave up 3 runs to make it a little more exciting than we wanted it to be, Randy.
Yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking, but it makes for good radio and a good broadcast, so that was fun. But, when the game we just saw right before this, too, was right down to the crunch. I thought, here we go, we're going to have extra innings and get us on late, but that one finished, unusual fashion.
Yeah, we're kind of working our way toward that. Then they had Medford taking on New London. Medford's been kind of an enjoyable team to watch, and they've had really a lot of come from behind games to even get to the state tournament. But that was over 2 days. They had to play Friday, got about half the game, and then they finished it up on Saturday morning, and they knocked off New London by a score of 4-2 in the second day of the tournament. And right after that, Ashwaubenon, who was supposed to play in day 1, didn't play until right after that game yesterday. And they won 7-1 in 9 innings. They scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th inning and won that game 7-1. Then it was the next second round, actually, all the day 2 scheduled games saw New London knock off Pulaski 9-6, and that eliminated Pulaski from the tournament. Then it was Holman eliminated Fort Atkinson by a score of 3-2. That was a nice walk-off hit in that game to win it for Holman. And then after that, it was River Falls losing to Medford, who scored a couple runs in about the 4th inning, another run in the 6th inning in that ball game, and they win 3-1 in their ball game. So they're one of the undefeated teams. Ashwaubenon knocking off Waupun, only giving up 1 hit against Post 210 last night in the game that we kind of brought you here on our website. We tried. We were here right behind the backstop. At least me and Nate were here, but it was 6-0 in that ball game. And Waupun just couldn't muster up a hit. Really nice pitching performance by the guy that went the distance for them.
Yeah, and that's, Waupun's a little bit up and down with the bat sometimes and cause that. But, hopefully today we see a little more offense out of this Post 210 team.
Then things got crazy here at the ballpark. They still have the score up on the board, but it was River Falls edging out Holman 4-3, and they went back and forth. River Falls had a nice 1-0 lead, and right toward the end of the game, and all of a sudden 3 runs on the bottom of the 6th inning for the Holman team, and they went ahead in the ball game. But then another 3 runs in the top of the 7th inning for River Falls, and opportunity to tie the game in. Kent coming in with 2 down and coming in to score. They end up coming up short on the slide at home, even though the catcher missed the ball, and end up having time to tag him. That was the 3rd out when that one should have scored there, and it was River Falls edging out Holman and eliminating them from the tournament. What a disappointing loss for Holman.
Yeah, it was, in a very somber crowd, and they were excited before that, and that game was fresh in my mind, the one I just alluded to earlier. But, yeah, I feel bad for that young man. He had plenty of time to score. He would have scored easily. Slid into Holman, ended up like 2 feet short of the plate, and just couldn't scramble up to get there.
Again, Waupun getting set to take on New London. The Clippers, post number 263 out of New London. And we're going to take a break, come back after the introductions of the teams and the national anthem. Be back in just a few minutes with Eagle Park. A little breezy here today, but Waupun getting set to take on the Clippers. Back after this on RP Sports.
Summers in Wisconsin. One day it's 70 and sunny, the next day humid and 100. Stay one step ahead with All-Phase because your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Bucky with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. Our family-owned business is here for you in all seasons. We have over 25 years in the field. Log on allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899, because you deserve to live without pain.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Stop on by this warm summer.
Getting out of the kitchen for the day. Of course, our daily specials are Monday. We have pizza specials with all you can eat shrimp and fries. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4. Thursdays is build your own burger. Fridays is fish. And Saturday, of course, is our appetizer special. Buy one, get one half off. Put a preview in the parking lot starting at 7 p.m. Party like we always do every year. We'll have fish fry going all that day. And we're looking ahead to truckers. Hopefully good weather.
Our favorite Milwaukee sports team, the Brewers, of course, playing decent baseball.
So we'll have that going on every day this week. You can always find the Brewers on. You can always find something going on here. We got 16 different draft lines, so there's always something for somebody.
Andy, have a great week. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
The other bar, Main Street.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Okay, we are back at Ashwaubenon, ready to bring you third game for Dan. Safe is Kahneman.
Pitch was called a strike. Chase ahead in the count again.
And Chase Beam on the mound for post 210. That was going to miss continues sliding over in a hurry. He's got some wheels. That is impressively fast. He's got those long legs going. You know, just like that, he's over to third base is Aiden Kahneman. Tommy Fields awaiting on deck. And that is hit out towards right field, and that's going to score a run. An RBI single for Easton Sievert. Been Smokes went out. They both hits hard hit balls out to right field, and Kahneman finding himself at third gets hit in by the single by Easton. Strike on the first pitch in. One drops in and misses by a little bit. Maybe when it got to the plate, it was just a little high. Count was 1-1. Not a bad looking pitch though from Beam. That one is a called strike. Makes the count 1-2.
Yeah, better to be down there around the knees anyway. We'll take that.
I don't get a real good view. I've got the right exactly behind the home plate lined up with the pitcher. 25 feet in the air and just got by the second baseman. And shortstop for Waupun couldn't get to it. And runner safe at first and
second.
Sometimes you can hit it so
up and second baseman.
Now for New London. Yeah, most of these guys Bulldogs, right? Is that New London? They're the Bulldogs?
London Bulldogs, yes.
Yeah, we've been over there and have played New London in our past with our kids and everything. Have a little history with the team. Next pitch into Hertzfeld. That is hit high in the air and deep out towards left center field towards the scoreboard. And right, and that is, I guess, it's going to hit down to the bottom, but then the left fielder saying that it's either went into the fence or stuck into the fence. The officials coming out there, the base up to take a look at it.
Yep.
But they're just going to run the bases just in case it's not something they don't think should have stopped play.
Yeah, the official's going to go all the way out, check, see that the ball is out of play. It's going to be a double.
Okay. Good job by Brian Ferris, letting him know right away and then just staying away from the ball after that, just coming back, and the official going all over. Hertzfeld put a little charge into the ball. Andrew London did the right thing, too, just have everybody run through the bases and get home.
Wow.
Just in case. They didn't really think that was a problem out there, but the right call was made. One run does come in on that. Runners now at second and third after that ground rule double by Ethan Hertzfeld. And Waupun now trailing 2-0, and that is the fourth base hit in a row for New London. One down. That'll bring up Dakota Stroud, the right fielder. First pitch into him misses low for ball one. Yeah, sun is shining, bit of a breeze. I think it even calmed down a little bit. We had to hang on to our canopy there for a while. Swing and a miss on the next pitch. Puts the count at 1-1.
Even though it's the top of the first inning, critical time right here. If Beam can get out of here without any further damage.
And that will score a run. It drops in right in front of the center fielder, Mason Holtz. And just like that, another base hit and another run comes in. Yeah, runners at the corners now for New London and stringing them together. Started with Aiden Kahneman getting that nice hit out to right field on the first pitch that he saw, followed by a hit from Sievert, then Fields, and that doubled base, not in time.
Yeah, the wind is definitely blowing out towards center, right center, and balls are going to get a boost. Maybe it'll be one of those days where a lot of scoring takes place. You like offense, this might be the game for you.
And another well-hit ball out to left field. Well, that one is right at the left fielder. Out to Brian Ferris, and runner tags and scores. Ethan Hertzfeld comes in for the fourth run of the inning for New London. A great start here in this ball game.
Coach Ferris nervous. He's out pacing in front of the dugout right now.
So a runner at first base.
I think they're going to check at third here, Steve. I thought maybe possibly had left early also. No.
Mike Helston now, the left fielder, coming up
the
bat.
Yeah, here goes the appeal.
So no, took off on time according to the officials, and
it was close. I'll tell you that.
That's a good jump.
That was
If you got off right when that ball was caught. So there's actually a question. That one swung on and fouled opposite field over the left side of the field on the left-handed hitting Mike Helston. The eighth batter of the inning here, the top of the first inning for New London. Next pitch, say that catches the outside part of the plate. Puts the counter at 0-2.
Low and away for the strike call there. It's almost unhittable. Gotta stay down there. Keep working down it below the knees. Left it up.
And that's it out towards right field. Long run, and that's going to get helped with the wind. Get itself all the way out to the fence. It's finally chased out by Ethan Cunningham. It's going to score another New London run. Stroud scoring all the way from first base, and a double for Mike Helston with two down.
Clippers have batted around the order. Number 9th hitter in the order coming up with Tyler Garrett's. Wow, what a start for the New London team.
Okay, a slow walk out. Let's take a break right now, Nate. We'll come back in 30 seconds with more post-210 baseball right after this on RP Sports.
This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your state of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Leading now 5-0. And this one that's going to land in front of Ryan Ferris, and they overthrow. They're going to try to get the out over at second base, and nope, don't get that. Runner safe at second and third. But a base hit for Tyler Garrett's number 9 in the batting order. Now the runners over at second and third base.
Very good base running there by the Clippers. Helston made a good long turn around third. He drew that throw to the plate, which allowed the runner in Garrett's to get to second base.
And this is going to be it for Chase Beam. We've got a pitching change. And we're going to have
Brady White
coming in to pitch. So we'll take a break, come back in about 90 seconds after this pitching change here in Ashwaubenon. Waupun now trailing 5-0 here, still in the top of the first inning.
Motor repair and replacement, pumps, pulleys and belts, barn fans, distribution of Milwaukee tools, and more. With convenient locations in Oshkosh, Waupun, and Fond du Lac, WW Electric Motors are your trusted local business for electrical and mechanical apparatus services. Just like our area teams go, WW Electric Motors can make it go too. Over 65 years in the area.
At W&W Electric Motors. Shop some great deals this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. It's a BOGO with 16-ounce packages of assorted varieties of bacon this week. Deals on iceberg, coleslaw, or garden salad lettuce. Deals on Ballpark or Oscar Mayer hot dogs. Blue Bunny ice cream. Piggly Wiggly 24 packs of water, and more. Get these and more great deals at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig all this week for incredible deals. And shop cattails connected to Waupun's Piggly Wiggly.
The Waupun team is having a sweet season. Speaking of sweetness, let's all get to Gooth's Candy. Gourmet coffee, specialty popcorn, a sweet bite of gourmet chocolates, and more. If you're seeking the finest, choose Gooth's Candy. Come and see them for some yummy homemade chocolates, turtles, drink specials, specialty popcorns, candy, nuts, ice cream, knickknacks, and much more. Main Street, Waupun. And Gooth's Candy, a sweet treat.
Okay, we are back after the pitching change. Brady White is now on the mound for post 210, 5-0. They went through the batting order and heading through beginning of the second time now. Back to the top of the order with Austin Schmallenberg coming up to bat. Good news, championship game for Waupun down in DeForest for the post 210 Girls Legion team in their inaugural season. They're leading 5-0 in the championship game after beating Beaver Dam 8-0 in the game. They had to beat them twice because Waupun got beat by Beaver Dam. And good job there by Post 210 taking it to Beaver Dam in the championship game down in DeForest.
Yeah, with me being down there yesterday, I thought Waupun was the class of the tournament. They certainly have the ability to win a state championship this inaugural year, and Addison Braun is as good as anybody on the mound. Just finished her freshman year of high school. 3 years left for her. I think the gentleman at second base that slid in, he got hurt a little bit. That's what the delay is here.
They're kind of tending with a couple of the coaches out and the official out by him. Waupun yesterday losing 9-7 to Beaver Dam in their ball game, and they were down by quite a bit more and kind of got back into it. Beaver Dam scored another insurance run and won 9-7. But Waupun has been rock solid this Legion season and the high school season. Got a couple of their players back today, which also helped.
That's right.
One of your two top pitchers came back. Your catcher came back.
Yeah, Kaylee Westfall.
And from what I heard, they in the first game today, or that they played, wasn't against Beaver Dam, but they combined for 7 RBIs in that ball game.
Yeah,
the 2 that weren't there earlier in the tournament. So
there's 2 girls that are going to be in Waupun's program for 3 more years as well.
What a bright future.
Yeah, that's a nice battery there with a pitcher-catcher that kind of come up together, and they're going to be around for a while, and it's going to be special.
Waupun up 9-0 right now in the 3rd inning of that ball game. It's going to end up being a short game.
Yeah, here we go, man. See if we can get out of here.
Yeah, Waupun giving up 6 hits through the first time through the batting order. Now you got the lead guy number 1 in the batting order back up to bat for the 2nd time here in the first. That's Austin Schmallenberg. He went down strikeout victim. Went down looking.
He has not swung the bat yet in 2 at-bats he's had in this first inning.
Swung that time high in the air out towards right center, and again, thing just carries in the wind and makes itself all the way out to right center field. The fence out there finally picked up, and he's looking to try to score an in-the-park home run. He's coming home. Here's the throw, and no, it's out of the glove of Hunter Camp, and safe at home is Austin Schmallenberg. In the park, 2-run home run. Wow. He was flying around the bases, but I tell you, balls are carrying out to right side of the field, and that's where most of the hits have been going for New London. Then he put his jets on, and so you expect out of a leadoff batter with some speed.
This is a huge park, as well. I asked someone before the game because there are no markers on the fence. They told me it was 420. At least 420 most of the field. Some maybe in the corners at 405, so a monster field.
That's big. It just seems like those guys are running forever out there.
Those balls are...
Yeah, 3-run shot on that. 8-0. We're still in the top of the first inning.
It's been
coming in with their hitting shoes on here in the ball game, taking it to. Let's see. New London lost their first game 4-2. Only got 2 runs against Medford in that ball game. Then they're. Let's see when they played after that. It's been on the top sheet here. Yeah, they beat Fort Atkinson in that ball game 3-2. So they scored a total of 5 runs till they got into this game. Now they've got 8 runs in the top of the first inning.
About everything going right for them, including a number of well-hit balls, just hitting him in the right spot, right in the gaps.
And another one out towards right field, and Cunningham comes in, gets it finally for the 3rd out. But not before the damage is done. Well, to about 7 hits. Is that what they had in that first inning? And 8 runs come in. Tough start here for Waupun, giving up 8 runs in the top of the first inning. We'll see if Waupun can answer the bottom of the first inning.
Of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Home and Family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with zero-turn mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, we are back after Waupun gives up 8 runs and 7 hits in the first inning. That's crazy good start for New London, who only scored a total of 5 runs between 2 games in the tournament so far. But man, they just kept on nailing them one after another, especially out getting up in the jet stream out in the right field side, and they just carried right out there to the fence almost every time. And pretty impressive start there for New London. See what Waupun can do. Let's take a look at Waupun's batting order. Richter, Hunter Camp, and Ethan Cunningham, but maybe Chase won't be batting. So he's pitching and then taken out of the ball game. Called strike into Emmett.
Big lefty on the mound. Hayden Kahneman.
Next pitch swung on and fouled on the ground over on the third base side. Easton Sievert behind home plate. Ethan Hertzfeld is the first baseman. Spencer Hanschke, he is at second base. Tyler Garrett's at shortstop. Next pitch in is going to miss low and inside for ball one. Tommy Fields at third base, left to right in their outfield. Mike Helston, Austin Schmallenberg, and Dakota Stroud. Oh, and Emmett's going to get hit by a pitch and head down to first base. Waupun getting a base runner on. All starts with something, getting somebody on. And now Mason Holtz, left-handed hitter, steps to the plate for Waupun.
Good tough kid there, Emmett Hall. Just had time to get out of the way. He decided, no, I'm just going to kind of let that hit me in the leg. And
he had one yesterday, and they had a pretty good pitcher for Ashwaubenon, but he was bringing it, and that would have hit him right in the side of the thigh, and he said, I'm going to get out of the way.
Yeah.
But that one, yeah, was definitely the right choice at the right time. Mason pitching in that victory. A throw to first, and they say safe over there. Looked like he was almost dead in the water, but maybe the tag not applied.
Yep.
Loosened the glove, too, and the first baseman came up with it. But he's safe. Got back there safe, but a quick little move over there and made it interesting.
Double clutch on the tag who saved Emmett.
Yeah, next one's going to miss a low, and Waupun trailing 8-0. Bottom of the first inning on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. That's a called strike. 1-2 the count on Mason Holtz with Evan Sauer waiting on deck.
Don't go away yet, folks.
No.
It's early. First inning.
And Holtz goes down. A quick little snap throw over to first base, not in time, but going down swinging is Mason Holtz. New London, the Bulldogs in high school play out of the Bay Conference.
Yeah. The Clippers here in the Legion season, but Bulldogs are well familiar with that team.
Evan Sauer steps to the plate now for Waupun. Just looking up New London, trying to see, to check basketball-wise if
this kid is a ball player.
Another snap throw down to first. Man, nice throw and very close play. And Emmett's about right at the end of the leash there where he can't go any further out because that was fairly close play.
Well, with an 8-0 lead, you can be very aggressive, take some chances.
Catches the strike zone. Nice looking pitch.
He looks smooth out there.
Yeah, it's pretty tough.
Wow. Good
swing
pitch.
and a miss in the next one. Kind of fooling Evan a little bit. Took a big cut. Big miss. Count is now 2-2. We'll check over to first, and here's the pitch to the big tall lefty. Makes it now a 3-2 count.
Hayden Kahneman, he's got Emmett a little nervous over at first base. You can't tell on that lefty move if he's coming to the plate or.
Swings on the next one, but fouls it on the ground over the third base side.
Difficult to pick up early whether he's coming to first or that time just a little slide move, no kick at all. So he's changing things up. He's obviously very experienced on the mound.
And misses on the next pitch in, and Evan Sauer issued a walk. That puts runners at first and second. And that will bring up Chase Beam to the plate. Let's see. I do not see Mr. Yeah, here he goes. Aiden Campbell, 6'6". Going to be a senior this year.
Looking at the basketball roster?
Looking at the basketball roster for this past season, yeah.
Really cool.
So we got a little information on Mr. Kahneman. I would say by his mobility that we've seen, he'd have to be a pretty good basketball player, but looks like a pretty good baseball player from what I'm seeing. Beam fouls on up, foul territory, and drifts out of play over on the first base side.
The one basketball player I knew well from New London was Trevor Haas.
Yeah, Trevor.
Goes back a few years.
2010 class.
Yeah, he was a good one. Nice career.
Ooh, that one dropped down below the swing. A beam. Swing and a miss. Puts the count at 1-2.
Kahneman not overpowering for the big guy. He just got good stuff. Changes speeds. Nice little tight breaking ball.
That'll miss high and away. Puts the count at 2-2. Well, again, Waupun trying to make a little noise here, at least get on the scoreboard for giving up 8 in the first inning. Just give you some little momentum. This one is smoked out to left field, and everybody's going, it's got past a little while, just not very far past the left fielder, but a nice stroke there between shortstop and third off the bat of Chase Beam. Waupun picking up their first hit in the ball game, and now bases loaded, and that'll bring up Brian Ferris. Big opportunity here for Waupun to answer the 8 runs that were scored in the first inning against them. Fastball, kind of check swing, strike one. Count is 0-1.
Brian thought it might have been a bit high, but call went against him. Yeah, psychologically, if nothing else, just get a few runs here, a couple, 2-3 runs, and you feel like you're back in the game.
Yeah, that was going to drift out of play over on the first base side.
Bryant quickly down 0-2.
Again, golden opportunity here for Waupun. Jake Krieger waiting on deck. Brian Ferris, the 0-2 pitch. And he'll hit one between short and third base. And Waupun moving them one base at a time, but a run crosses for Waupun. They're on the board. Back-to-back base hits for Waupun. Bases loaded. It's now 8-1 in favor of New London.
Long ways to go, but as I said, it's just Waupun down. I was down. I'm like, wow, this is terrible. And then all of a sudden you have a little more life in a little more spring in your step.
That will bring up Jake Krieger. Tall right-handed batter for Waupun, the pitcher yesterday. He's had one rough inning where he walked 3 guys in a row after giving up a base hit, then hit a batter. And Ashwaubenon scoring 3 runs that inning, but he went the distance for Waupun. He really didn't pull away till toward the end of the ball game. And 8-1 in favor of New London. Do we still have the trouble with the camera out there? And with the scoreboard? Okay, so say that a little bit more often. 8-1 in favor of New London. Next pitch, right down the middle. Taking all the way on that one. Makes the count 2-1. Landon Richter waiting on deck.
Big Nate and yourself, you don't have anything to do today, right? This could be a 3.5-hour game at the pace we're going at.
Yeah.
Take a 25-22 win by Waupun. That'd be fun.
Offers on the next one, but a foul ball. 2-2 the count on Jake. Bases loaded. Again, a golden opportunity here for post 210. New London goes by the Clippers here in Legion Baseball, and they're post number 263. Yeah, beautiful day, beautiful park. Great day for some baseball. And fouls that one. Gets just a small piece of the ball, but enough for a foul ball.
Piece of the ball and a piece of the New London catcher.
Usually where the official goes out and cleans the plate off. Then he came back ready to go. Keeps the count at 2-2. Here comes the pitch from Kahneman. Sharply hit ball, but pulled a little too much in foul territory. Over the third base side. Keeps the count at 2-2.
Well, upon working the pitch count, if nothing else.
Here comes Kahneman's 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss just inside. He thought maybe he caught the inside part of the plate. And makes it now a 3-2 count. No place to put him on the base paths. Big pitch right here. And that is sharply hit again between second and third base. That's that gets past the third left fielder, and that's going to score 2 runs. It happened before, but he got to the ball before we could react. And that time, Beam ready to go, and 2 runs across the plate for Waupun. So Waupun answering the bell here and getting 3 runs across the plate, and still not done with only 1 down. 3 hits and all between shortstop and third base.
As I said, not overpowering is Aiden Kahneman. Seems to have a decent curveball, but I think the guys are picking up on it really early and waiting back. He's getting a good swing on the ball. This is good for Waupun right now. I mean, you've made a statement that you're not done and out at 8-0 in the top of the first.
Well, that's definitely a confidence builder.
He's getting a little home plate umpire getting a little earful on the what he thought was the missed strikeout.
Yeah, that turned out big because didn't call the strike, and Waupun ends up with another single, 3 in a row now for Waupun, and on the board 8-3 now their deficit. Still in the first inning.
That's the curse of an umpire. If you do at any point you feel like you miss one, it's never just the next one's an easy strikeout. It's always going to lead to a hit or something, or
a point of reference for the coach for the rest of the game and their fans.
I mean, sometimes yourself, you're like, boy, I might have missed that one. It was so close. And then the next, it's never just going to be another pump strike. It's going to be a shot to the wall or something.
A little big swing on that one with a swing and a miss for Landon Richter, who had himself a nice 2-run single in that game on the first day against Holman. Little slicer right down the right field line and going to spun away, and 2 runs came in. Big runs that Waupun needed because they only won 5-4. That is hit out towards left center field short. That's going to drop in. But the problem is they have to hold up for it. And, they're going to say out over at third base. Problem is you had to hold up in case they caught it out there, and then it landed in, and then they got the force out over at third.
Yeah, Bryant Ferris, he had no chance there. He get too far off the bag, and they're going to make the catch, throw behind you. Did the right thing.
Okay, so now 2 down runners at first and second, and Hunter Camp, the right-handed hitter, up to bat, number 8 in the batting order for Waupun. Nice pitch there, right at the knees, inside edge of the plate. Gets the call, 0-1 the count. Hunter moving, he's always been number 9 batter like the entire season, high school and Legion, and moved up to number 8. A little slow roller right towards the shortstop, and picking it up as Garrett's. Flicks it over to Hansky over at second base and get the force out, but not before Waupun does a little damage control. They get 3 hits in a row. Got 3 runs across the plate, and after 1 complete, it is New London leading Waupun by a score of 8-3 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Back in 90 seconds, the top of inning number 2 on RP Sports.
Mike's Wild Boar Liquor Store on West Main Street in Waupun is your party headquarters. Beer, wine, spirits, seasonal beverages, a huge walk-in cooler, and more. There is such a great variety at Mike's Wild Boar. Come and explore. You can also get ice, soda, mixer, specialty malt and cocktail beverages, and more. Watching your favorite sports event soon? No party is complete without a trip to Mike's Wild Boar Liquor Store, West Main Street, Waupun.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Financing available to qualified buyers. Contact Ballwick Implement in either of their 2 locations, Waupun or Beaver Dam, today for details and anytime online at ballwick.biz.
The Waupun Athletic Booster Club is a proud sponsor of today's game. Here is some of the great support they have offered over the past few years. Golf bags and umbrellas for the golf team, wrestling record boards, a wrestling mat, 3 iPads for football using Huddle, new basketballs for girls and boys teams, reseeding and landscaping of the JV soccer field, support for different tech programs, and more. The Waupun Athletic Booster Club also provides scholarships for athletes. Good luck, Waupun, in your game today.
Okay, Waupun does, I think I'm satisfied with chipping away a little bit. You're not going to get it all at once when you give up 8 runs in the top of the first, but they made some noise so they could hit. Got 3 runs across the plate. Now 8-3 the lead for New London going into the top of the second inning. And first batter up this inning, Tommy Fields, gets hit by the first pitch in this inning. Brady White again on the mound, did not start, but came in. Going to close things up in the top of the first inning, and Tommy Fields hit by a pitch, heads to first base.
A little bit of Brady White's nemesis in his career, just not great controlled when he's on the mound. Got a real long delivery, and sometimes he struggles to throw strikes. Got good stuff, got plenty of velocity.
Okay, that brings up Ethan Hertzfeld. He scored at a double. That one that was out to the fence back in the first innings. Runner at first base, 8-3 lead in favor of New London. Loser is done for the tournament. Winner be playing tomorrow. I believe it's like 6:30. Put a few miles on the radio station van over the last few days. Even got up to another baseball tournament in Plover with that van. It's my car sitting in Fond du Lac right now. So
you hope it's still sitting in Fond du Lac.
I hope it is.
Down in Chicago or someplace.
Could be.
You have a Kia, don't you?
Kia. That's a Target. That is a Target.
Most
I could probably hotwire my own car.
Most commonly stolen vehicle in the country.
Call strike on the 3-0 pitch, makes the count 3-1.
You can become part of that lawsuit, and everybody that has their Kia stolen may sue the manufacturer for not putting better anti-theft equipment on the vehicles.
Runner goes. Here goes the throw to second, and it's not going to be there in time. And safe over at second base is Tommy Fields.
Diddy went down hard. And got himself in the base path, and
getting up a little slow, and looks like he is all right. So play on. Here we got a guy now at second base with nobody out. Still a 3-1 count to deal with. A 3-2 count, I should say, to deal with. It's chopped on the ground, but foul down the third base line.
Good pitch there by White. This might be a big moment in Brady's young career here. See if he can perform well under this state tournament level, and maybe things will change for him a little bit going forward. Have more success, confidence.
And that is headed out towards center field and hauled in. Runner tags, and we'll get over to third base. The runner's at the corners, but nice job, Mason Holtz, chasing it down and kind of slicing away from him a little bit, and brings it in for the first out. So a runner at third base with one down, and Dakota Stroud coming up to bat, right-handed hitter. Dakota, one of those guys in the string of 4 base hits that they had. Had a single back in the first inning. Strike on the first pitch in. Spencer Hanschke awaiting on deck.
Good to see White able to deliver a couple of strikes there when 3-2 counts. To that last batter, he was able to get one fouled off and came back with another strike that was ended in the fly out to center field.
Count is 1-1 to Stroud. Pitch is going to miss low. Puts the count at 2-1. See some boats going by out there. You got the beautiful view of the waterway underneath the 172 bridge out there. It makes me wish I was out there. Now I've been in ballparks all weekend long, which is not a bad couple days. Called strike in the next pitch in. No offer from Stroud.
It's the reason they call it Green Bay, right? You look from our view right now. How does that water look to you? Does it look blue? I think it looks green. You're colorblind, aren't you?
No, I'm not. My son is. My sons both are.
I think it's got a little green tint to it.
Just off the plate away from the right-handed hitter.
Brady's got to get a haircut. He can't keep his hat on. Baseball cap flying off on each pitch.
He's got the good flow going.
Yes, he does. I'm jealous.
Yeah, you got to look into the wind. Just put your hat back on. It goes in perfect. The days when we used to have hair, they could do that. Okay, 3-2. The count yet. Staying alive is Stroud with that runner at third base and one down. 8-3 lead, and that's going to get off the glove of Kevin Sauer. It would have been a tough try over there going away from second base over towards third to try to get it. And that base hit scores a run, makes it now 9-3 in favor of New London. Second hit of the ball game for Dakota Stroud.
Just at this point, just continue to throw strikes. Look for a ground ball right here. Maybe get a double play, get out of here, go back and get on offense.
Runner goes on the first pitch, and is not going to get the runner out, so runner heads over to second base. Spencer Hanschke up now. First pitch into him misses for ball one.
Coach Ferris just kind of standing out in front of the dugout with his arms crossed, saying, man, what could be worse right now? Hoping for very good pitch there. Didn't get the call. A little bit high, possibly.
Lost his hat again. That one 2-0 the count now.
Almost every pitch.
Yeah.
It's pretty breezy.
Yeah. Been looking into it. Backhanded stop by Hunter Camp. Count is 3-0. 9-3 the lead now to London over post 210 at Waupun. Nate, we get a final on the girls. 12-0 Waupun in the championship game down in DeForest against Beaver Dam. They had to beat them twice today, and they smoked them.
Even though Waupun lost that game yesterday, I think they were very confident in their chances on taking it all. They didn't seem upset at all. They were cool, calm. Knew they had Braun coming back today and Westfall, two exceptional players.
It's a full count pitch that's popped up. Getting underneath it is Brady White. Coming off the mound straight towards home plate. And hauls it in for the out. Keeping the runner over at second base.
Bright sun up there, and he didn't have a hat to help him either.
No.
Hat flew off. It'll look into the...
Happy and holding rock solid. This is driven out to right center field. That's going to land in, and it's going to score a run. RBI single off the bat of Mike Helston. Got himself a couple RBIs in the ball game. Yeah, there's a couple batters that they've had come up and just jump on that first pitch, drove that right up to right center field. RBI single. 10-3, and that's the other part of the equation. You want to score some runs, but then you got to stop New London from scoring. It just makes a degree of difficulty all that much harder. But London comes right back, swinging the bats, and gets a couple more on the board to lead 10-3.
And once you go down 8-0 like that, you can't match innings. You got to win every inning after that. And poor Brady, he's losing his hat on every pitch. I don't know if that's distracting for him as a pitcher or not.
Yeah, congratulations to the Post 210 girls. First season of American Legion baseball, our softball, and they win 12-0 in the championship game. So congratulations to Derek Stanke and his very good bunch of young softball players over there. Everybody's back again coming up next year, and man, they are going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Should be a heck of a high school team, as you know, as Coach Stanke is the head coach now of Waupun's the Lady Warriors.
And that one, a couple of hops over to Evan Sauer, flicks it to second base to get the out, but not before. Two more runs cross the plate for New London, and after 1.5 innings, it is Waupun trailing 10-3 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. We'll be back with the bottom half of inning number 2 in just 90 seconds on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
Okay. We are back for the bottom of inning number 2. Again, Waupun giving up a couple runs. 2 runs in the top of inning number 2. And for Post 210. They will be bringing up
it's going to be Brady White. Yeah.
It's coming up to bat.
Cunningham has left the game, then that's what happened when Brady came in.
First pitch in to Brady is a called strike. Still Aiden Kahneman on the mound for New London. 0-1 pitch, swung on and fouled straight down. Puts the count at 0-2. Again, 10-3 the score with New London leading Waupun here in this battle between two teams that are 1-1 and facing elimination. If you lose, you're done. If you win, you'll be playing strike 3 and the next pitch in. Back to the dugout is Brady White. That brings the top of the order Emmett Hull up. He was hit by a pitch and he scored back in the first inning. Mason Holtz awaiting on deck. That one's going to bounce in high for the shortstop, Tyler Garrett's to get it. Fires to Hertzfeld at first base, and they get the out. Waupun going down pretty quietly here. 2 up, 2 down, and Mason Holt steps to the plate. Mason struck out back in the first inning. That's just before Waupun had a walk and then about 3 base hits right after that.
Lefty on lefty, the big, tall lefty on the mound, sweeping tougher on left-handed hitters.
Yeah, it's hit over to the first baseman and picks it up, takes it unassisted over at first. Waupun goes down quietly, come up with nothing, and they trail 10-3 after 2 complete. Back in 90 seconds with the top of inning number 3 on RP Sports.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All-Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Andy with us here at the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Stop on by this warm summer week. Maybe swing on by the air conditioning here.
Warm one this week, Nick. Daily specials going on every day. You have to stop in and see what Tierney's bringing out of the kitchen for the day. Of course, our daily specials are Monday. We have pizza specials with all-you-can-eat shrimp and fries. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4. Thursdays is build your own burger. Fridays is fish. And Saturday, of course, is our appetizer special. Buy one, get one half off.
With a preview for the trucking show coming up in middle of August.
Yeah, I hate to say it, we're going into August. But yes, August 11th, we have Kitty Corona here.
Okay, we are back for the top of inning number 3. We're starting right at the top of the order with Austin Schmallenberg up to bat. He struck out. He had a 2-run single and scored back in the ending part of that first inning.
Schmallenberg, you had that in-the-park dinger.
Yeah, it was impressive. Made it all the way out there. Just, like I said, carried the wind a little, helped it even get out there a little faster out to the fence, and he made it all the way around the base paths. Brought in 3 runs, including himself. He's down to the count, though. Right now, 0-2. He made up for not swinging in the bat that first at bat, right, where he got struck out.
Took 4 strikes without swinging and then decided to drive one in a gap.
Yeah. And this is hit over towards first.
Nice
backhand stop by Beam and a race to first. No one there to cover it. That's fast enough to get there. Have a late start over there anyway, but Schmallenberg beats it out for an infield hit.
That's a little bit their inexperience by Brady White. Didn't get off the mound immediately, and it's got to be his play all the way. Ball hit between second and the first baseman. Good play by Beam to get over and cut it off.
The pitcher, Aiden Kahneman, up to bat now. He had a single back in the first inning. Then he was hit by a pitch later on in that first inning, so he's been on a couple times already in the ball game. Runner goes. The throw over to second, and runner is out. There we go, Hunter. Right on the money and gets a very speedy Austin Schmallenberg out over at second base.
And so Chase Beam ended up at first base. Krieger went from first to right field. Cunningham out of the game when White came in.
Yeah, this is head out opposite field, out to left field, and hauled in by Bryant Ferris. So 2 up and 2 down. And that'll bring up Easton Sievert, the catcher. He also batted twice in the first inning, had a single, then flew out to right field, and that's all in that first inning. Again, 10-3 the score. Favor of New London over Waupun. And again, our big congratulations out to Post 210 softball. 12-0 winners over Beaver Dam. They smoked them both games. Had to beat them twice. And did it in convincing fashion. So why not have the inaugural season and you're a state champ? Jump on that right away. Yeah, knocked down by Evan Sauer, but it was deep in the hole heading towards third base and kept it from going out to left center field, but a base hit for Easton Sievert.
Yeah, I saw a lot of games at the softball complex there at State. I think Waupun's in good shape with their coaching staff too. Josh Novice, Coach Stanky, they're ahead of the curve, because I saw some people that were struggling a little bit, I'll just say. I thought in their philosophy and how they approach things and how they coach the young ladies from different teams. Some of them, I'm sure, maybe new to the coaching at that level. Obviously, Legion softball being the first year in the state of Wisconsin.
That one chopped over the head of Brady White. And then another one like happened earlier in the game, made its way out to center field after bouncing over the first and second with 2 down, and that will bring up Ethan Hertzfeld. He had a double back in the first inning and then flew out to center field in the second inning. Third inning, already his third at bat of the game. First pitch, they say missed.
Yeah, just a little high.
A little bit high, okay.
Call. Brady thought he had the strike, high strike.
Brady with his 1-0 pitch. That's a called strike. Puts the count at 1-1.
The winds have subsided a lot right now.
Yeah.
American flag is almost straight down.
Yeah, we're going to... A little worried about our thing blowing away till we got it staked in. We put some ropes on Nate, so it's tied to Nate, and he can't go anywhere. Nate's tied to it. It's the corner. High expectations for Waupun girls basketball. See some of their players in the crowd with Kale and Gracie up there in the crowd. They should be the preseason number 1 in Division III girls basketball. At the state the last couple of years, won it 2 years ago. And this one is smoked down the left field line, but pulled foul.
So this will be up to D2?
There was a threat there for a while that they were going to bump him up this year already, but I talked to, Kale was the first one that told me and said, no, we're going to stay down in 3, and I've heard that.
3.
But I'm not sure what the plans are after that, but I think that is in the future for Waupun.
I think they actually use a 2-year average. I don't think they just go by one year in enrollment.
And this is hit high in the air and deep out towards left center field, and that's going to get past Holtz. And that's going to score 2 yards in the ball and brings in 2 more runs for New London. They now lead this thing 12-3 here in the top of the 3rd inning.
As I mentioned, this is an enormous ball field here. Those balls are out in a lot of parks. Those balls would be out in Waupun today, and they just they carry. Outfielders get good jumps on them. They can't catch up with them, and they still land 30, 40 feet shy of the fence.
That'll bring up Dakota Stroud, who's singled twice already in the ball game. Follows the first pitch into him. Back for strike 1. Got to poke that over the second baseman's head going opposite field. That's going to score another run for New London. Now with a 10-run lead, leading 13-3.
Boy, the hit parade continues.
There's a team that only scored 5 runs between 2 games here at the state tournament. Now just piling it on Waupun. Did it early, did it often, scoring 8 in the first inning. Got themselves 2 more runs in the... Sorry about a little bit of our choppy streaming that we have in the video. Hopefully you can still hear us just fine. That's bounced over, picked up by Emmett Hull, throws over to first and gets the out. Not before 3 runs come in, the highlight innings. See if Waupun has...
Wisconsin and Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups and maintenance, to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Casasa Rewards checking accounts? All Casasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement of opening a Casasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
This game is powered by C. Contact your state of Wisconsin license.
And Evan Sauer.
Nobody new in the game for New London, just some positional changes, bringing Helston to the mound.
We'll bring in now the starting pitcher, but now the first baseman for Waupun, Chase Beam, in that RBI single back in the first inning, just his second at bat of the game. He's going to catch the outside part of the plate, kind of tailed away from the right-handed hitter. Waupun looking at a couple lefties here against New London so far in the ball game. Next one's going to miss low and inside. 1-1's the count.
This lefty in Helston is about 10 inches shorter than the initial lefty.
The same spot on that one puts the count at 2-1. Next pitch, that's on the ground and picked up by the shortstop. Garrett's throws it to first and gets the out. So a ground out to short, and that'll bring up Brian Ferris to the plate. He had a single, and he's the one that got kind of caught up over at second base, waiting to see if the ball was going to be caught or not. Got forced out at third base way back in the first inning. Clock going down quietly here so far. 2 down, and they called strike. Right down the left field line, and a game. First base. Jake number 6 in the batting order for post 210. After season's done for post 210, start thinking some football, some volleyball for a 2-out hit. Back-to-back hits for Waupun. Run. 2 outs and nobody on, but I'm not sure what to expect. New light before. So we'll see what that looks like.
You'll have the last, I don't know how.
The mound coming in this inning. Next pitch into Richter is fouled back for a strike. Puts the count now at 1-2. 10-run lead now for New London over post 210. 13-3. Favor of New London. About 8 feet high over there. That's the top of the fence, so living to see another pitch is Landon Richter. That's going, the interest going. That's where it starts. Oh, a line and put it on the dirt and bring it in for the out. Waupun does get a couple of base hits. They strand a couple. Nobody scores, and after 3 complete, 13-3 now the lead for New London. Back to the top of the 4th inning, coming your way in 90 seconds in RP Sports.
Motor repair and replacement, pumps, pulleys, and belts, barn fans, distribution of Milwaukee tools, and medical apparatus services. Just like our area teams go, WW Electric Motors can make it go too. Over 65 years in the area.
At W&W Electric Motors. Shop some great deals this week at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. It's a BOGO with 16-ounce packages of assorted varieties of bacon this week. Deals on iceberg, coleslaw, or garden salad lettuce. Deals on Ballpark or Oscar Mayer hot dogs. Blue Bunny ice cream. Piggly Wiggly 24 packs of water, and more. Get these and more great deals at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly. Shop the pig all this week for incredible deals.
Sweet season. Speaking of sweetness, let's all get to Gooth's Candy. Gourmet coffee, specialty popcorn, a sweet bite of gourmet chocolates, and more. If you're seeking the finest, choose Gooth's Candy. Come and see them for some yummy homemade chocolates, turtles, drink specials, specialty popcorns, candy, nuts, ice cream, knickknacks, and much more. Main Street, Waupun. And Gooth's Candy, a sweet treat.
Fielder, and he's on his horse over towards second base. So over to second, and it's safe with a leadoff double off the bat of Mike Helston, who's 3 for 3 in the ball game in the number 8 slot in the batting order. Self a double after having a couple singles. Already get walked once.
Looks like the best offensive team in the country right now. It's everything they're swinging at, putting a charge in the ball, carrying into the gaps.
And that'll bring up Tyler Garrett's, our shortstop. True Cleaners Professional Cleaning and Water Restoration is a sponsor of the Boys and Girls State Legion today. Carpets, upholstery, pet odor removal, janitorial services, construction cleanup, power washing, and more. Call Cleanup Keith at 210-0711. Didn't know that was his nickname, Cleanup Keith. Does a great job. I see him around a lot with different jobs around town, so obviously does a great job. And thanks for sponsoring our Legion coverage of both the boys and the girls teams. And this is going to get picked up by Evan Sauer. Looks the runner back over to first base and then pulls beam off the base a little bit, right up the line, and just tags the runner as he goes by.
Evan was thinking he might catch Helston off of second base there and get a possible tag before he threw over. But
Al Michaels. Yeah, and Randy's keeping it alive. That's good. Keep that one alive. Yeah. A squirts out of the glove of Camp. Chases it down. Runner stays at second.
Yeah, Hunter, the one that will not be returning to this team in the future.
Yeah. So let's score some runs. Those could be a shortened game by the time we get to the fifth inning. Hayden Kahneman, man, he pretty impressive hit to start things out and showed his speed already back in the first inning. Was hit by a pitch and also was flown out. And it goes down and gets it and brings it out to held New London scoreless. And we go to the bottom half of inning number 4. Waupun trailing 13-3 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Back in 90 seconds with the bottom of the 4th on RP Sports.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
A reputation for being the best, the toughest zero-turn mower ever made doesn't come easy. It's earned by a precision cut, a perfectly manicured lawn, a job well done. It's earned by outworking, outperforming, and outdoing with horsepower, handling, and versatility. It's heavy-duty build quality and cutting power that means business. Introducing Bobcat Zero-Turn Mowers. Bring tough to turf. See Waupun Equipment Company in Waupun and Watertown today, your official Bobcat dealer.
Okay, we are back to the bottom of the 4th inning. Waupun finally shutting the door on New London. Not letting them score in the top of the 4th inning, but still they have a 10-run deficit trailing 13-3. And I thank even a New London viewer joining us and checking in. Aaron Darris checking in, said let's go New London. Definitely invited to join us. Got a lot of good things to say about New London so far in the ball game. They're playing a heck of a game.
Tell Aaron we are first and foremost Waupun broadcasters, but yeah, he's going to be enjoying this, seeing his team get up to the big lead. And
I think it's her. I think it's an ERIN for Aaron, but still,
okay.
But we're here for good play is a good play, and
good hitting is good hitting, and we're seeing plenty of it from the Clippers.
Yeah, very impressive. Yeah, they don't want their day to be done. Whoever loses is done in the tournament. You win, you head to tomorrow. This tournament won't be decided, along weather permitting, until Tuesday. So, called on the next pitch in. So, and Hunter Camp up for Waupun. Just his second at bat of the ball game. 0 for 1 so far. He's going to miss off the plate, and Hunter is issued a walk.
So you start a rally right there, Steve.
Yeah. I'm bringing the big guy out right now, Braden Beam. Hoping to kind of get a chance to see him. Of course, first and foremost, a pretty high-level hockey player. Left-handed hitter. Chase's older brother. Coming inside on Braden. Got him down batting 286 on this Legion season.
Probably a small sample. I don't think he had a lot of at-bats. Kind of nice to see him coming in here and trying to help out the team.
Not sure his whole story, but I believe he plays in the junior program, right?
That's what I was told, yes.
It's quite a commitment when you get him. I mean, hockey is, I think, the hardest sport to get a scholarship in a college, and you got to go through a lot of hoops. Go and play with some junior team, maybe move away from home, slices off, but the shortstop chases it down, trying to double him up at first. Not on time for that, but good job by the shortstop, Tyler Garrett's ranging off to his right, hauling it in for out number 1. So Emmett Hull with his third at bat of the ball game.
There's just not a lot of college hockey teams in the country, not nearly as many as there are in the other sports. So the opportunities are limited there for one thing, and then you get a huge Canadian presence, and probably another 40% of college hockey players come from that Iron Range area in northern Minnesota and in the UP, and where hockey is king up there.
Yeah, you just don't. You've seen some really nice hockey players come through Waupun, and
yep.
Yeah, it just shows the high level you have to be able to, get yourself a scholarship in a D1 program, some noticeable program. And it's funny, places like Michigan Tech, is probably a division school and everything else they play except for hockey. They had a pretty good program some years ago, and had a lot of really nice facilities, don't they, because of that hockey team they have there?
They do. It's an incredible arena, their hockey arena. And they have been, number 1 team in the country at times. I mean, they're always up there in the top 10 as hockey programs in the country at college level. Not always, but often. They got a number of guys in the NHL. Some of my son's friends that he used to lift with in the off season and stuff are playing in the NHL now. And I know there's one guy he was close with that is with the Blackhawks organization. Went to his wedding and all that, so kind of cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's just you see a lot of colleges you've never even heard of before that are like in the top 10, and you look at the rankings and stuff for college hockey. Emmett Hull now looking at a 3-2 pitch. And strike 3 goes down looking. Nice pitch there from Mike Helston. Take him out on that one. And coach heading out toward the mound right now. Might be another pitching change with the pitch count issues that you got to also contend with. And new pitcher coming in. Looks like Parker Heisey is coming in. And pitching change, so we'll be back in 90 seconds with more. Well, American Legion Post 210 baseball on RP Sports.
Our store on West Main Street in Waupun is your party headquarters. Beer, wine, spirits, seasonal beverages, a huge walk-in cooler, and more. There is such a great variety at Mike's Wild Boar. Come and explore. You can also get ice, soda, mixer, specialty malt, and
behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Financing available at ballwig.biz.
Wrestling record boards, a wrestling mat, 3 iPads for football using Huddle, new basketballs for girls and boys teams, reseeding scholarships for athletes. Good luck, Waupun, in your game today.
Okay, pitching change, and Parker Heisey comes in. Up to bat now for Waupun is Mason Holtz. Mason so far has struck out and also grounded out over to first base. Kind of comfortable. Keep us nice and comfortable. It's been sunny most of the game. It looked like it was going to be cloudy before the game started, but good place to be. This is popped high in the air out towards right center field, and looks like the center fielder, Austin Schmallenberg, calls for it, hauls it in for out number 3. Waupun comes up empty and still trailed by 10 through 4 innings here in Ashwaubenon and Ashwaubenon Park. And Randy and I'll be back along with Big Nate in just 60 seconds with the top of inning number 5 on RP Sports.
Are you or a loved one living with the symptoms that don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899, because you deserve to live without pain.
We got a pitching change now for Post here a lot because he's working on his high.
Looks like he's got a curveball in his repertoire.
Yeah,
watching the warm-ups here.
Yeah. Yeah, Waupun trailing by 10, 13-3 on your New Medical Integrated Healthcare scoreboard.
Upon that risk of being run ruled, they can't put something on the board here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Team who only scored 5 runs total in the 2 games that they played in the tournament and come out just light Waupun up in the top of the 1st inning. Waupun did answer with 3 runs, but that's all they've gotten since then. They've been shut down the next 3 innings.
Baseball's a funny game that way sometimes. I mean, you see it even in the majors. You'll see, you watch a Brewer game in a series against Cincinnati, and the games are 1-0, and then the next day it might be 14-9 or something. I mean, it happens at all levels. It's part of the game, and today it didn't go Waupun's way.
Easton Sievert up first. Start things out. Pops it in the air towards second base. Landon Richter backs out onto the grass and hauls it in for out number 1. Yeah, I forgot to change my numbers of the innings on the top.
I did that.
Oh.
I even crossed everything out early on. It's tough when you go 12 guys into the order.
Yeah.
Not 12 guys, 12 hitters. 9 hitters and a few more. Wow.
Brings up Tommy Fields. He's scored 3 times already in the ball game. Hit by a pitch, a couple singles, and again hit by a pitch again. So.
American Legion ball. You don't have to make an attempt to get out of the way. You just sat and let it carry him off his arm.
Yeah, I've seen some people that really did that a lot back in about 2006, 2007 with those teams. Those guys were not afraid to take one off the arm.
A little whiny guy, but I took a foul ball right here about 2 weeks ago. You can see that area. A good one. Nice pitch there.
It reminds me of Jaws when they were looking at their shark bit scars, and the sheriff sitting there is looking at his appendix scar that he had.
Richard Dreyfuss. See this right here?
Yeah.
Broken heart.
Broken heart. And he said her name.
Mary Ellen or something from 7th grade.
Oh, this is poked out towards right field, and coming in is Krieger. He's trying to get the double play, and a good job by Hunter Camp backing that throw up, but a good heads-up try by Jake Krieger. Had to come in on his horse to get that one. Hauls it in and gets the out. Oh, the Bluetooth is disconnected here in the field. You can hear that on the speaker, but yeah, very nice host here. They have the spot for us right behind home plate. They made sure that we could get that, and they're very accommodating for all the few needs that we have. Just pretty much we needed an out.
Complete rosters.
Yeah, that's their pitcher now up to bat, Parker Heisey out there. Getting his first at bat of the ball game.
He kind of gave up on making a lot of changes at this point. Checked myself out a little bit here.
This pitch is going to miss outside. 2 down, that runner at first. A 13-3 deficit for post 210. Waupun with Braden Beam on the mound. This is the chase that one, a swing and a miss.
Good pitch there, great location.
And if he was here the whole time playing baseball for all these years, just a very good athlete. I'll put him on the football field somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah, pursuing his dream.
3-2 count. Here's the pitch from Beam, and that's hit high in the air out towards left field, backing up and bringing in. Has to score a run if they want to continue this game, but they're trailing by 10 now, 13-3. In danger of...
Andy with us here, the other bar, Main Street in Waupun. Stop on by this warm summer week. Maybe swing on by the air conditioning here, right?
Yeah, it's going to be specials with all you can eat shrimp and fries. Tuesdays is Mexican all day. Wednesdays is wings after 4. Thursdays is build your own burger. Fridays is fish. And Saturday, of course, is our appetizer special. Buy one, get one half off.
With a preview for the trucking show coming up in middle of August.
Yeah, I hate to say it, we're going into August, but yes, August 11th, we have Kitty Corona here, taking our main stage in the parking lot starting at 7 p.m. Party like we always do every year. We'll have fish fry going all that day, and we're looking ahead to truckers. Hopefully good weather.
Our favorite Milwaukee sports team, the Brewers, of course, playing decent baseball.
So we'll have that going on every day this week. You can always find the Brewers on. You can always find something going on here. We got 16 different draft lines, so there's always something for somebody.
Andy, have a great week. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Nick.
The other bar, Main Street.
Okay, we are back for the bottom of inning number 5. Waupun with some work to do if they want to extend the game, but down by 10 runs, 13-3 as they go into the bottom of the 5th inning. We're 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order. Coming up for Waupun, starting out with Evan Sauer. Walked and scored back in the first inning, has flown out. Just his 3rd at bat of the ball game. Again, another congratulations to Post 210 girls softball state champions, the first ever for American Legion State softball, winning 12-0 over Beaver Dam. Just beating them up a couple times in the 2 games they had to play him here today. So Derek Stanke, a very successful year for the guy who heads up the entire American Legion program for softball in the state. Took over the reins for the Legion team, and he'll be the new high school coach too for softball. So nice start for Derek with his involvement with softball in Waupun.
And I believe Travis Hull has gotten the baseball job, right?
Yep, Travis is the
confirmed now.
It is now. I think it's been out there. This is popped in the air out towards.
That's well hit.
Yeah, I should say past the center fielder and heading over to second base is Evan Sauer. So puts a charge in the ball. He said it's a long way. As you can tell, these outfielders normally would see that thing go off the fence just behind him. It just keeps on going with the depth of the field here. So why not? If you want to extend the game, that's a good start. A double off the bat of Evan Sauer.
If you like to see home runs, this is not the ballpark, but if you like to see a lot of balls in the gaps that turn into doubles and triples.
And in the park home runs.
Yeah, we saw one of those today.
Did see a home run over the left field fence on the leadoff batter for Ashwaubenon last night when they beat Waupun 6-0 in their second game of the tournament. And Waupun started out the tournament all right. Good fast start and ended up winning 5-4 over Holman. Second game was last night, and that one is chopped over towards shortstop, and they're going to go get that out over at third base. Evan tried to throw off the shortstop a little bit, and he made him pay for it by getting him out, tagged out over at third base. Good job by Tyler Garretts.
Go down as a fielder's choice. It was actually quite a big play there for Waupun because they needed Evan to score to even continue playing in this game. They're going to see a couple of new hitters here for the Post 210. Looks like Colin Campbell's coming to plate right now.
I was going to wonder if somebody had a bat for him or something. He was walking over there, but the coach did with Brent Ferris. So Colin Camphouse coming up to bat. His first at bat of the tournament. I don't know if we saw him the first. No, we didn't. Go Colin. Big right-handed batter for post 210. One down, runner at first. Need to get that guy in to extend the game. Otherwise, we could be done in 5.
Colin sees a high inside fastball right near his face on the first pitch.
Yeah, he puts that high in the air, and heading back as the left fielder gets there. Oh, off his glove, dropped the ball, and Colin is safe. The runner's out first and second base. Got to go quite a ways to get it. Did a great job to get to the ball out there. Of course, Hayden Cannonen, the starting pitcher in the game, and he got there in a hurry, but just didn't finish the deal at the end of that one.
Since everything I do is unofficial, let's just give Colin a hit. Probably should have been an error, but we'll give Colin a hit in the game.
I think Grandpa Rich knocked that ball out of his hand. His glove out there. Good guy. And sadly passing away, and he's at all the sporting events. Always fun talking to him. Definitely miss him. This is head out towards right field and brought in. Keeping the runners at first and second, so a fly out to right field. And that'll bring up Landon Richter.
The London fans getting excited right now. They can sense the shortened game, potential shortened game right here. Kind of cheering on their team.
Yeah, you like that as a team, especially the pitch count type stuff. Definitely helps with that if you like to play 5 innings instead of going all 7. Of course, another game coming up today yet for the 2-0 teams in the tournament. Medford and the host team Ashwaubenon going at it at 5:30 today. Medford making a habit of digging a little hole and coming back and winning ball games. They've done it for, I guess, the last 4 games now. Fun team to watch, and Ashwaubenon, we know they've got a pretty nice team, put a pretty good squad out there, and I think it'll be a pretty good game between those 2 teams.
Ashwaubenon, they have some big kids, huh? I wasn't here for that one, but I saw some of their players around the park. Good.
Medford too. Medford's got some big guys that can move too. They got one guy that had an Avery Arm quality beard out there too. One of the big guys out there was a thick black beard. Funny. Avery can grow a beard.
Avery can grow a beard, and he can grow a full 1-inch beard in about 8 days. It's crazy.
There's a strike into Richter. Count is now 2-1, 2 down. Waupun down to their last chance to try to get that runner in at least from second base. Runners at first and second. 2-1 count to Richter. Bounces that over towards third base. Picks it up, touches third, and that is it. Waupun's trip to the state AA tournament. American Legion Baseball is over, losing 13-3, their second loss of the tournament. It's still a pretty good season when you end your season at the state tournament. We're going to take a little break here and come back and talk about the game, give you a few numbers, and wrap things up from Ashwaubenon Bay Park in Ashwaubenon in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Do you have an air conditioning cluster? How about a cooling conundrum? When it's humid and 100, don't get caught without the AC. Your comfort is our priority. Hi, this is Jackie with All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, serving Dodge, Columbia, Fond du Lac, Marquette, and Green Lake counties. We offer quality American Standard and Coleman air conditioners with a 15-year parts and 10-year labor warranty. Call 920-763-2301 or log on to allphasecomforts.com.
All Phase Heating, Cooling, and Geothermal, providing your comfort zone for all season.
Excellence in dentistry meets exceptional service. It's Dentistry of Wisconsin in Waupun and Beaver Dam. From routine cleanings, checkups, and maintenance to more advanced dental care and cosmetic services, choose Dentistry of Wisconsin. Doctors Metzger's, Truckenbrod, Dittman, and Warner, along with their friendly staff, are here to care for you. Visit their state-of-the-art facilities in Waupun and Beaver Dam, accepting new patients. Dentistry of Wisconsin. They'll give you a reason to smile both inside and out.
Did you know that Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake offers Kasasa Rewards checking accounts? All Kasasa Rewards accounts include refunds on ATM withdrawal fees. When you meet the monthly qualification criteria, there's no monthly maintenance fee and no minimum balance requirement. Best of all, you get rewarded for things you probably do anyway, such as using your debit card and setting up a direct deposit. Discover the benefits of opening a Kasasa Rewards checking account at Ergo Bank of Marquezan and Fox Lake.
HomeandAuto.com. Check out our selection of over 400 new and used vehicles. HomeandAuto.com. Every vehicle from all 4 of our locations in one convenient place. Find your perfect car without leaving home at HomeandAuto.com. New vehicles from Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and Ford. Pre-owned from $39.82 and certified pre-owned. Plus the warranties and hometown service you can depend on. Make the Homan family your first stop at HomeandAuto.com. We make you feel at home at Homan.
And we are back again at Ashwaubenon Park. I got that down now in Ashwaubenon. I'm Steve Witterhack along with Randy Armga. I want to mention another one of our sponsors, True Cleaners, professional cleaning and water restoration. Sponsor Boys and Girls State Legion today. Carpets, upholstery, pet odor removal. Also janitorial services, construction cleanup, power washing, and more. Call Cleanup Keith at 210-0711. And also want to thank our other sponsor, and that is American Legion Post 210 and all the great things they've done for our country, what they do for the community, and just a great organization. If you are a veteran, make sure you sign yourself up and become part of American Legion Post 210. They do a lot of great things around the community, around the area, and very proud to do it, and always fun to see them at different events. Also, make sure you check out their nice establishment that they have at their Legion Hall over in the bar there. Great place to go meet some friends, have a little gathering with your family, and that is over at the American Legion Hall. American Legion Post 210, a proud sponsor of American Legion Post 210 baseball and softball. So, Randy, game kind of decided in that first inning and coming out firing. I don't know how many hits they had. 7 hits in that first inning.
7 hits in the first inning. 8 runs.
And then they get 8 runs on Waupun, and Waupun dug too deep a hole. They did answer with 3 runs in the bottom half of the inning, but that's all they scored in the ball game. And pretty impressive team, both offensively and defensively, in New London.
They were today. Clippers really, no cheapies either in their run scoring throughout the game. Just able to really drive balls into the gaps and as we said, huge ballpark here. They hit a lot of balls that were over 400 feet by the time they stopped rolling, and they were able to run the pads, and Waupun never really had a chance right from that opening inning.
Yeah, kind of rough, but like I said before, you got to the state tournament in Double-A baseball. Very nice season, only 1 loss for Post 210 till they got to the state tournament. So just a pretty magical season, and a bunch of young guys that'll all be coming back, except for Hunter Camp. We'll miss old Hunter. It was fun watching him play. I loved watching him play basketball. I loved watching him play baseball here, and did a great job behind the plate. But again, we'll miss Hunter, but you got a really good squad of young men that are a baseball team.
Yep, plenty of pitching too, which is always a concern, and I think they may have found their future catcher. They're going to have a good staff on the mound, so Waupun's going to be just fine. The big note today, I think, only 5 innings in this game, and New London had 15 hits, and they weren't any cheapies either. So, yeah, it was kind of the story of the game.
Okay, well, we had a good time coming up here. Just a beautiful environment, an excellent park. They should be proud of it here at Ashwaubenon. The facilities that they have here, they really hosted a nice tournament. Even weathered the storm, ride the storm out on Friday night. Had a game and a half that they got behind, but they made up everything all yesterday already, getting a game and a half in, and then the rest of the schedule in, and everything right on schedule. Set up for a 5:30 game coming up yet today. The third of the 3 games for today. The 2-0 teams are going at it, with Medford taking on the host team Ashwaubenon. So expect a pretty good game after seeing both of those teams play. Ashwaubenon, of course, beating Waupun 6-0 last night, and I've seen Medford come from behind a couple of games. And maybe the best thing Ashwaubenon should do is don't score first in that ball game, because Medford's good at coming back and winning. But that should be a good game of the 2-0 teams, and it will not be decided weather permitting, until Tuesday. So a couple more days yet of baseball being played at this beautiful.
With a double, Chase Beam 1 for 3. Ryan Ferris might have been an error, but we're gonna say that number 5.
Tough one.
We say that 5 spot went 3 for 3, and then Jake Krieger 2 of 3 in the game. That was kind of the highlights for the offense.
Okay, and I got to see Braden Beam pitch, so that was kind of fun. I was hoping we'd get to see him. We got to see him bat and got to see him pitch here today, so that was nice. But again, the future is bright for Post 210 baseball. I want to thank Jason and the crew here at Ashwaubenon, the very, very good hosts, and made us feel welcome here. Sometimes some of those guys kind of look like we're a hassle to them, but they were very good to us here. So thanks again for Ashwaubenon for hosting the state tournament. And good luck to the teams that are left. I think New London goes to play at 6:30 coming up tomorrow right here at this ballpark. Thanks to Big Nate Young. Did a great job with the video streaming here today. And we're only as good as how good the internet is here. So we had to battle that just a little bit, but still a great time. And you got something here in?
I just got to give a shout out here to the Van Gallons.
Oh, yeah, Scotty,
Amy, and the kids, and whoever else. They're all in the pool, and they said they're listening to the game.
Okay. Yeah,
I like it.
The voice of Waupun baseball and hockey out there does a great job over in Waupun. They're lucky to have him. I think he's going to be doing some announcing for a trucking show coming up, and I even got him into the figure skating world, too. Out there announcing the figure skating show in Waupun. So thanks, Scotty, for what you do back in the town of Waupun. But again, thanks for joining us, Randy, for making the trip up here today after a busy day yesterday. And congratulations to the state champion Waupun Lady Post 210 softball team, winning the first year of state softball and the first season of state softball and just Legion softball, and winning 12-0. Which makes it even sweeter against Beaver Dam in their game today. To beat them twice, and they blinked in both times, and they are the champs. So congratulations to Derek Stanke and his Post 210 softball team, state champs in American Legion softball. That's it, Randy.
That's it, Steve. Thanks for bringing me along. It's been a great run.
We'll take the traveling circus back to Waupun here after we get packed up.